Up everyone, it is your girl JL Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we got another 5 brands to dupe themselves, honey. So I found 5 more brands out here duping themselves, and I felt the need to share because y'all know I'm always trying to save you some coins. So this is a way to save you some coins. If you already got this palette from them, you don't need this other one because these color stories are similar. Now they're not exact, but I feel like they're close enough to where you don't need both. You just don't. So save the coins for the Christmas presents for other people. And also yourself, because some of these deals too good to just pass up and be buying for other people. Now I feel like I already did this one before, so my apologies if I did. I'm just putting it in the front to get out the way just in case, because I know in a past video I did Huda Beauty twice. This is a Glam Light palette and another Glam Light palette. They both came out I believe this year, and I feel like they just duped themselves a little too closely here, so I felt the need to share. So I got the 2 blue monochromatic palettes that they came out with this year. This is the Glam Light Cookies and Cream Hershey Kisses collab, and then the Icy Blue Raspberry one. I just feel like they were both too close to come out at the same time, but it's like, if these are the flavors that they're known for and they're most popular for, then it makes sense for you to do it. It's just, I don't feel like we need both. So as you can see, there's 2 blue monochromatic palettes. I feel like you get more colors in this one than this one, but I actually like the Hershey Kisses one better than this one because I feel like since it's more curated, the colors aren't going to muddy together as much as they do in this one. I feel like this one muddied together a lot, from my personal opinion, so that's why I wasn't a huge fan of it. And there's that. But here's what both of them look like. As you can see, it's just both 2 blue monochromatic palettes at a close time frame, so that's why I'm not feeling it. I'm like, look, we need one or the other one. I mean, this one has cute packaging, and this one has more shades, so you can choose yourself which one you feel is best. I saw Manny MUA found this one at, I think, Burlington Co Factory for 20 bucks, so maybe go try to find it at Burlington instead of waiting online for it. I haven't seen these anywhere besides her website, but this whole collection was on sale during the Black Friday sale, so hopefully you got your hands on whatever you wanted, girl. But she her duping herself. Next we got Vizier out here duping themselves. So you got the Petite Cool Mattes, Petite Mattes and Cool, and then I got the Paris Etoilette. So I'll show both of those. I feel like they're really similar. The only thing is one has shimmers in it and the other one doesn't. So obviously the Cool Mattes palette does not have shimmers in it, but I feel like it has a lot of the same matte tones that the Paris Etoilette has. So I'm like, do you need both? I don't feel like you do. It just depends on what you prefer. See what I'm saying? It has like a lot of the deeper tones at the bottom and then those lighter purples it has. So it depends on what you want, which one you should get. I would personally say get this one just so you can have shimmers and mattes, and it's a smaller compact. But if you're into more like all matte looks like Angelica Nicholas, I hope I said that right, then you might want to go with this, Cool Mattes Petite palette. Sorry, Cool Petite Mattes Cool palette, because you'll get more variety in that sense, because you got your brow bone shades and you got like your transition shades and then you got your deeper shades for your outer view if you're a person who likes that. I personally like this one, but I wanted to have this one in my collection because everybody raves about it and talks about it, and this one is always sold out. So I was like, I need to get my hands on this thing and see if it's worth it, because honey, it's always sold out. She stays sold out whenever it goes on sale, or on Beauty Bay when I go on to check to think I'm gonna get it that time. She stays sold out, so I was like, I need the tea. So I ended up buying that during Black Friday. I'm going to have a Black Friday video going up, so I need to leave this here to put in the Black Friday video. Fine, so I'll just throw in the bed for now because I got a whole envelope over there, which is, I'm sure it's going to turn into a box because it's me we're talking about. Like, I have to buy everything that's not nailed down. So yeah. Put this one over here because this is going home. Yeah, y'all, I'm still trying to organize. So next 5 brands to do themselves is Odin's Eye. So we got the Alva 2 palette versus the Soul Mane 2 palette. Now these aren't exact, so just keep that in mind with this. I feel like the majority of the colors in them are the same though, which is why I got to squeeze itself into this video. So with this one, as you can see, they did like the blue, green, orangish, like I guess pinkish purple vibe, and with this one they just did blue purple instead. So it's like you still did the same sort of pattern, you just changed the green out for the purple and still gave us oranges. That's why I'm like, it's too similar for me. Like, I mean, I appreciate this one doesn't have the pressed glitters in it, and obviously the shimmer formula is better because this is, I think, their 3rd palette. The Freya came first, then the Alva palette came, then the Alva 2 palette came, and then they got the Norns and all the other stuff that's going on now. So I mean, they got better over time, and I appreciate them for listening. Unlike ColourPop's ass, that we told them no pressed glitters, you haven't seen me put another pressed glitter in this palette, in any of their palettes. So thank you to them. But you can see how it's duped, because it's like, if I color up this row right here, what do you see? You just see more blues and oranges. I mean, they really like their blues and oranges, and I guess they want to be like the Frosted Flakes palette and be like that's all they're gonna give you. So they was like, let's pop in some cute little purples, which I'm not mad at. I'm happy about that they popped in the purples, but you know, because I already have the original Alva 2 since I was one of the first black creators people have told me anyway that they found on YouTube reviewing old design. Obviously I have a good majority of the palettes because the first palette I ever reviewed from them I think was the Soul Main. So it was Freya, Soul Main, Alva, then Alva 2, and you know what we transitioned into now with all the collabs and all the gorgeous palettes they've come out with. Okay, so I actually have dupes for the new Ace Beauty palettes with, of course, the Ace Beauty palettes because this is a 5 brands that dupe themselves. So the Aura palette has lots of shades from the Paletopoly palette. So if you already got Paletopoly, girl, save all your coins in my Makeup by Amy Marie voice, because she used to say it like that. She changed her name to something else. I think I still follow her here on YouTube. It's just I don't remember what she changed her name to, so I just said the name I used to know her by. But as you can see, a lot of the same colors in here are in here. Like if I cover up the blues, I feel like you have everything else in this palette. In this palette, you just have more of it. So I don't necessarily think that you need both. Like I would say, I would prefer to have the Paletopoly palette because you know I love my blues and I can get all these other tones too. But if you'd like a more condensed version and you're not that big a fan of blue, like my friend who let me borrow the Give Me Glow palette, oddly enough, she's not a huge fan of blue. So I don't know if one of her cousins bought it for her birthday or something and that's how she ended up with it because she doesn't really like blue. But be that as it may, back to this palette. Like if you don't really like that many blues and you don't want to buy the whole Paletopoly like game and all that, because I bought mine when they had a limited amount that they were selling just of this palette and they were making you buy the game. That's when I bought mine. But if you don't prefer to do that, you could always just get this little palette here. So that's why I'm going to show both, but I haven't tried the quality of both of these. I actually just filmed the intro to this and then I was like, we're going to do some 5 brands that dupe themselves. We're going to do some other content in between, which is really not why I don't have an eye on. I know who am I. I know I'm ashamed. You should be ashamed of me too. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to let it happen again. The last Ace Beauty palette I have is the other palette from the collection. So this is the Envy palette against the Oceanic. I feel like they looked really similar as well. So I was like, she really likes her blues and her purples and her reds and yellows and greens because it's like, I feel like lately that's what she's been popping out with. I ain't mad. As you can see, both these palettes look extremely similar. So it's like, if you just wanted to get this palette and get the Paletopoly palette, I feel like you would have these same colors because I feel like the Paletopoly palette has this little row right here, and then this has all the rest of the colors in here. So it's like you don't really need to get this. You can just get this Paletopoly and have all the shades in both of those. And I've tried the quality of the Oceanic and the Paletopoly, and they're both amazing. I'm not down in the quality. These is good. You can buy a bundle of both of these for $65.99 with a discount, and then you can use Karen's discount code CAGEMAKEUP on top of that to get a better deal if you're interested in getting the newer ones as opposed to the older ones. But I feel like if you get the older ones, you might be able to get a better deal because I know on Black Friday the Paletopoly palette was 30 bucks, and I think this palette was 30 bucks too. So it's like that's the same price as these two, and you're getting more shades. So just a thought. I don't know if that deal is still going right now. Not, I doubt it is because you know, like Black Friday sales have slowed down, and it's supposed to be, I think, going into Cyber Week next week or Cyber Week this week. I don't know. It's just so many sales to keep up with, honey. But those are the 5 brands I had to dupe themselves. Technically, it was only like 3, but you know, like I told y'all, it's a cute little title, and I always show you at least 5 palettes. Again, I'm sorry if the Glam Light one is a repeat. I feel like it is in my spirit, but it's like 11 of these episodes to look through, and since I didn't have my computer, I'm sorry, I just couldn't be bothered. I'm not even gonna lie, it's my first day off work, and I'm sitting here filming at 8 something at night when I've had like maybe 6 hours of sleep. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.